Say what? Say what? Oh, hello, audience. I'd like to introduce you to one of my favorite people in the world. Please meet Go-Go Harder.
Hi, everyone.
Now, I have to say that it is 21 degrees out and you're wearing next to nothing. How is this possible?
Well, you know, I'm originally from North Dakota, Mike, so I actually really like the winters in New York.
Do you walk the streets like this?
Only like really late at night when there's only like trannies and a couple of drag queens rolling around. That's when it's safe.
So now, if you're listening to the audio podcast, you can't see what this young man is wearing, so I will describe it. It is a collar with, is this like a cock ring?
Well, I guess it's multi-purpose. You could probably strap it around if you have a really tiny waist, but...
Okay, which I don't. And some kind of harness, and then like a circus-themed vest and pouch.
Pouch, right. It's matching. I make a lot of my own things, so...
So you made this?
I did.
And this is part of your Boylesque attire?
Yes, it is.
What is Boylesque?
Well, Mike Diamond, Boylesque is technically the male version of female burlesque, but it's still the art of the striptease, and it's kind of a combination of like theater and performance art and dance and I guess, you know, like mild drag and yeah.
Because the outfit is a little circus draggy S&M sort of.
Thank you. Oh my God. Just exactly what I was going for.
So now do you start out in this outfit or this is like the end product?
Well, you know, it just depends. Like, I feel like everyone kind of has their own outfits for it, so you can use it as a base, or I use it for walk-arounds, or usually like my costumes are a little bit more complex.
Are they always S&M themed?
No, but I definitely think...
Why are you hurting yourself?
What? I know, right? They're always a little fetish themed, I think, just because I find it sexy, and I think other people who watch me do it find it sexy too.
So you're from North Dakota.
I am.
How did a prairie-raised, corn-fed creature such as yourself wash up on these fetid shores?
Well, I always dreamed of New York as a young homosexual teenage boy on the prairie. It's true. And yeah, I guess I just felt like I always belonged here, you know?
Because you're a freak?
Yes.
And I say that with love. You're a freak. I'm a freak too, honey.
I know, we're all freaks.
Yeah.
That's why people come to New York.
Because can you not be a freak in North Dakota?
Well, you can, but you can just do it in the privacy of your own trailer.
So you came to New York to be a freak, to be a fetish freak.
Right. Yes. Actually, no, I came to be a professional actor, and then I did children's theater, and then I became a stripper.
For children?
Yes. Well...
That is an amazing hybrid. You're very popular at kids' birthday parties.
Yes. Yes, I am. Best clown act ever.
Now, describe your act. How does it... Is it feathers and balloons? I mean, I'm picturing like burlesque as something like 1950s big titty mamas with wasp waists.
Totally. Well, I think that's part of the challenge for male boylesquers is that what works for females doesn't necessarily work for males. So it's kind of... you have the freedom to create your own tease, and part of your job is discovering what that is for men.
Is it like burlesque where the seduction is in what you don't show?
I think, again, it's a little bit of both because, especially for gay audiences, we like to objectify men, whereas I think for women and straight audiences, we're used to kind of I don't know, we don't want to push them too far because of, I don't know, just gender roles.
So what is the difference between doing what you do and being a go-go boy or a stripper?
Totally. Well, I think, and no disrespect to the go-go boys and strippers, hey, I feel like there's more theme, more of a story maybe at the end of the day, because we've all done those stripper shifts where you just can't wait to get off the box, but I mean, usually most boylesque, I mean, we all have, right?
I haven't done that.
Totally.
There aren't that many chubby chaser parties around anymore.
Most boylesque numbers are usually like 3 to 5 minutes, just like a burlesque piece. So it's more of a succinct strip or tease, if you will.
Okay, so it's a whole story that you tell.
Exactly.
With your body.
With my body language.
And your costumes.
Yes.
And you do that here at Big 27 where we're shooting today.
I do it every Thursday. I co-host a show, Meaner, Harder Leather, with Misty Meaner, myself, and Stormy Leather. And it's a queer cabaret of girls, boys, and drag queens.
Now, what advice would you give some of these little prairie creatures that are thinking, hey, I want to go to the big city and take my clothes off too?
I would say do everything you can, and then after each show, just learn from what you do, really. And don't be afraid to try new things, and don't spend too much time go-go dancing at the Cock.
What's the freakiest thing that's ever happened to you on stage?
The freakiest thing? Well, the freakiest thing I ever watched, could I say that?
Yes.
I watched one of my dear friends, Rosewood, do a number where she comes out as a broke-down tranny and screws herself with a bottle, and right as she was doing this, a bar fight broke out between a couple of frat boys at this straight bar. So that was probably one of the craziest things I ever saw.
She's the one that puked on Susan Sarandon, right?
Kind of, but you know how the papers love to talk? I think it was probably fake puke, because Rose is very, very good at what she does.
Okay. But no fake puke in your act.
No, and no puke at all, actually.
Puke free!
Puke free. That's Go-Go Harder's way.
Now, I have to ask this. What is it like to walk around the streets of New York, all beautiful and young, with your blue eyes and your skinny body? What is that like?
Well, I'm really flattered that you said that, but I really wasn't used to being hit on or maybe found attractive or called beautiful, because in North Dakota, everyone's, like burly and...
Really?
Yeah. Well, you should go there.
I'm gonna now.
Right? Hey, vacation. So it's great, but I think everything's temporary, right? So you can't always bank everything on it. But it is nice to know that if you screw up during a striptease, all you really have to do is get naked to win the audience over.
Say what? Say what? Say what?